A young boy asks his mother, "Where did people come from?" "From Adam and Eve, who were created by God," she answers. But Daddy said that people come from monkeys." "Well, son, your father is talking about his side of the family, and I'm talking about mine." The very first question every child asks is, "How did I get here? Where did I come from? Where did everything come from?" This basic question has been bothering mankind for its entire history. Once scientists claimed that the world has always existed. This allowed them to dodge the question of where did it come from? But later, science rejected the notion of infinite past, and the discovery of expanding universe has put an end to this line of thinking. Then they started talking about the Big Bang, but this theory only answers the question of how we came about, not where did we come from. If there is an explosion, something had to explode, dust, energy. Where did that come from? The law of conservation of energy says that nothing can appear from nowhere. The idea of parallel universes only forces a question of where did whatever creates these universes came from. Any material creator will beg a question, where did this creator come from? Therefore, scientists are more and more inclined to say that material matter must have a non-material creator. Non-material substances are not limited by time and space. They can always exist, and they do not need to come from somewhere. But a non-material creator is God. Yes. Therefore, non-religious people are so afraid of the question of from where. And this is not the only example of this question from where being inconvenient. Today, there is a lot of talk about human rights. Let's say the right to freedom of speech. Where does this right come from? Where do all human rights come from? For example, such a basic right as the right to life. Who gave it to humans? The state? If this is so, then if you end up in Antarctica where there is no state, you will start killing people for fun. If the right to life comes from the government and you are in a place where there's no government, then no one has this right over there. No one has a right to life in Antarctica. And then also, how can a person demand rights from the government? If your rights come from your government, then your government gives these rights to whoever it wants, whenever it wants, and takes it back whenever it wants. Everything is fair. And besides for that, who gave you the right to demand your rights? The American founding documents declare that human rights come from God. The government is only protecting what God has given. Well, if you believe in human rights but do not believe in God, then the question from where will be very puzzling to you. But this question from where becomes even more problematic when we are talking not about the universe and not about our rights, but about ourselves. Does my life have any meaning, any purpose? Can human life have a meaning and a purpose? And if yes, where does it come from? People say, I found the purpose of my life. But you can find only what already exists. If something is not in existence, you cannot find it. So where did your meaning come from? And why do you think that it is possible for humans to have any meaning in their lives. Here's a rock, for example. Can it find or create its own meaning? No. So why do you think you can? If the world was created by someone, then this creator can give this world and its parts a meaning. That is to make it for a purpose. And if there is no creator, then we cannot even begin a conversation about any meaning. So where does this universe come from? Where do I come from? Where do my rights come from? Where does the meaning of my life comes from? The very basic, the very first question that children ask turns out to be the trickiest one.